Verkleining. When we make a word small, huis word huisie, vakansie word vakansietjie. Let's look at the different ways that we can make a word small, that we can make a word a verkleining. Tjie, probably the most known and the most common one, the most basic one. Etjie, apostrophe, tjie, kie, jie, and p. Let's start with tjie, the one that we probably know the best. When do we use tjie to make a word a verkleining? Well, when we have words ending on a diftong. Remember, we are focusing on the ends of the words. Most of the notes only refer to and only mention the e, because that is the most common diphthong that words will end with. Let's have a look. Millie. Millie ends with an e, so we're just going to add the tjie, millie kie, and kui. See what it ends with. We're just going to add the normal tjie, kui, kie. Another example of this might be meisie, meisie kie. We just add the normal tjie, vakansie, vakansie kie. Now, jie. When will we use jie? When will we add jie to a word to make it a verkleining? Well, when you have words ending on the t or a d. For the t, it's quite obvious. There's already a t, so we're not going to add the tjie. We're not going to add a double t. So the t is already there, so we're just going to add the jie. For the d, it sounds like t. Because it sounds like t, we're just going to add the jie. Now, with words ending on t or d, we do not change anything to the word. We just add the jie. Let's have a look. Kat ends with a t, so we're just going to add the jie. Katjie. But T and D, just add the jie, baadjie. Maat, we're just going to add the jie, maatjie. Now, when will we use the apostrophe tjie? Well, when we have words getting an apostrophe s in the plural, that is words ending on an emphasized vowel. Like ma and pa. Ma then gets an apostrophe tjie for the verkleining. Let's have a look. If I did not have that apostrophe there and I just put the tjie there, it changes the word actually. Because maakie is now maatjie, like rug or carpet. So it changes the word. Now let's have a look. So maakie. Now other common words that you guys will probably get asked and so on is ma and pa, putukie, and taxi-kie. Others might be safari and hoera. We just do the same, apostrophe tjie. Also, when we are referring to letters of the alphabet and making that small, making it a verkleining. So akie, a beekie, or a eekie. When do we use e? Just the normal e. When we have words ending on a k, g, a p, and an s. Now, yeah, it sounds difficult. How are we going to remember this? I'm going to tell you how we're going to remember this. Kilogram, PS. Yes, PS like the chocolate. Wouldn't it be nice if we had kilogram, PS? Yes, so when we have kilogram, PS, it's short stuff. See, kilogram, PS is short, and the E is also short. So when we have that, we're just going to have to add the E. Huis ends with an S. It's part of the PS. So we're just going to add the E. Huis word huisie. Park into the K. Where does it come in? Kilogram, PS. Kilogram. We're just going to add the E. Now, for this, the words ending on an E, so the kilogram, PS, we also need to change the word if it has a short vowel. Now, in my meervoud video, I also explained this. When we have a word with a short vowel, showing it's short, it cannot reach the table. We need to double up the consonant that it ends with to make it taller. So that's what we're going to do here as well. When we have words ending on the kilogram, PS, and it's a short vowel, a quart vowel, make it reach, to make it taller, we're going to double the consonant that it ends with. And we know it's going to end with either the kilogram, PS. So we're going to double that and then add the E. Let's have a look. Kop. the short vocal. You see that? Kop. And it ends with a P. The P in PS. So we are going to first double it up to make it taller. And then add the E. Kop word koppie. Lig. It's the G in kilogram. So it's a short vowel. So we're first going to double it up and then add the E. Lig word liggie. Now, the same again, I may explain this in the meervoud video as well. When we have twin vowels. Now, when we have twin vowels and you want to make it meervoud, or in this case verkleining. Shame, the poor parents, they already have twins. Now you want to add some more stuff. You want to add more kids. The poor parents. Shame. No, they cannot take any more. So, when you want to add anything to that, we're going to give them a little rest. So we're just going to take the one twin and let grandma hold it. Okay, just for a little while we add the other things. Okay, so when we have roos, it ends with an S, the S in PS. So we know we're just going to add an E. However, they are twins. So shame. We're just going to take the one away from the mom. Let grandma hold the baby. We're taking it away and then add E. Roos wordt roos. Now, the F. The F is also part of this group. The kilogram PS ending on an E. The F is also part of this. So when you see the F, know that it will get an E. And the same rule applies when we have the word ending on F, but if it has a short vowel, we need to double the F up before we add the E. And if we have a word ending on an F, but it has twin vowels, we need to take one twin away and then add the E. Let's have a look. Neef, it ends with an F, so we know we're going to add an E, but there's twins. Shame. Let's take one twin away, add the E. Neefie. Another example might be stuff, S-T-A-F, wand, the short vowel, so we're going to double it up, two F's, and then add E. Stuff, stuffie. Now, etjie. Wow, that's quite a long one. When will we put etjie to make a word a verkleining? Well, when we see that guy, we know it's when a word has a short vowel. So we know we're going to have to double it up first. But when we have a word with a short vowel ending on M-N-R-B-L, because remember, we are just focusing on the ends of the words for the verkleining. So when we have a short vowel ending on M-N-R-B-L, and you see it's the abbreviation for meneer, sir, in bladsy, page. So that's an easy way to remember. You see, it's longer than the short kilogram PS. And the kilogram PS was short with a short verkleining E. This one is longer, it's meneer bladsy. So remember, when we have meneer bladsy, it's the long one, etjie. So let's have a look. Remember, it's the words with a short vowel. So man, the short vowel, and it ends with N, the N in meneer. So we're first going to double it up to make it taller, and then we're going to add etjie. Man wordt mannetjie. Pil, it's the L in meneer bladsy. There's a short vowel, the pil is short. So we're first going to double it up to make it taller, and then going to add the long thing, etjie. Pil wordt billetjie. Now, another rule, other words that we're going to add the etjie is when we have one syllable word ending on ing, ang, of ong. Okay, the focus is on the G. Like ring. Okay, the ring ends with a n, one syllable. So we're just going to add a G. Ringetjie. One syllable, slang. Slangetjie. Another example would be tong. Tongetjie. So when we have one syllable words ending on ng, of ang, of ong. Because remember, if we have a short vowel word, a short word ending on a G, it would just double up and E, because it's part of a kilogram. But when it is ng, of ang, of ong, we add the etjie. Ringetjie. Now, speaking of the when do we have ki? Well, when we have two or more syllables ending on ng. Okay, the ring was one syllable ending on ng, and we just add a tjie. But now, 2 or more syllables ending on ng, we add kie. Let's have a look. Koning, 2 syllables ending on ng. So, I just told you we're going to add kie. However, the ng and the k will never stand next to each other. Think of it like the k is a koe, a cow, and the g is grass, gras. And the moment the 2 of them gets together, the cow will eat the grass. So they will not stand next to each other. Only the ng, like in bang, and the nk. But there won't be a g and a k next to each other because the k, the koe, is eating the grass. So we have koning, we take away the g, and we add the kie. Koning, koningkie. Heining, take away the g, heining, kie. Now, p. When do we add p for verkleining? Well, when we have 2 or more syllables, or twin or double vowels, or a long vowel in the word ending on what? On an m. Well, that is a mouthful. What it actually means is any word, any longer word ending on m, except for the kort vowel. Okay, because we already had the kort vowel, it's part of the meneer bladsy. So we double it up and put a tjie. But if it's longer, ending on m, we're going to add p. Think of it this way. See, there's a lot of m's. Pie. So, it's not a short vowel, ending on m. Any other one. Longer words. A lot of m's. The n, it ends on pie. Let's have a look. Boom. We've got twin vowels there. We do not do anything to it. Keep the twins there. Pie. Boompie. Besem. It's 2 syllables. Besem. P. Arm. It's a long vowel. Armpie. Now we're going to look at the rest of the letters for the normal basic tjie. The one that one you know well. Now, the rest of the meneer bladsy. When we have the rest of the meneer bladsy with twin vowels or more than 2 syllables, 2 or more syllables, we're going to add the normal basic tjie. Not the m though, because what happens to the m? It gets p. But the rest of them, when it's a longer word, I want to say a normal longer word, it gets the normal basic tjie. So when we have twin vowels ending on r, let's look at the example. Muur ends with an r. The rest of the meneer bladsy, and it's got twin vowels or more than 1 syllable. It's the normal basic tjie. Muur, muurtjie, stoor, stoortjie. You don't change anything to the word. Twins can stay there because it's a normal basic tjie. When we have 2 or more syllables ending on r, venster ends with an r. We know it's meer bladsy, but it's longer, so it's the basic tjie. Venstertjie, motortjie. When it's 2 or more syllables or twin vowels ending on an n, boon, bean, koentjie, tuintjie. 2 or more syllables or twin vowels ending on l, stoel, stoeltjie, tafel, tafeltjie. Now, plurals. When you get asked to make a word, a verkleining, a test or an activity, you need to make sure that it is, if it is singular or plural, because if it is plural in the meervoud, in the plural, we need to make it a plural in the verkleining as well. So motor word motors. And the normal word motor ends with an R. It's part of the meneer bladsy. The normal part, like the word that will just get the normal tjie. But it's meervoud, so we need to make that verkleining meervoud as well. So motors word motortjies. We make the verkleining plural, not the normal word. So motors, we're not going to make it motortjie, motortjies. katte. Katte is plural for cat. The normal word is kat, into the T, so I told you now, we just add the yi. However, katte is plural, so we need to make the Verkleining plural as well. So katjies. Exceptions, there are some exceptions, but we're not just going to add the yi, we need to double up the A. Paatjie. Gat as well, we're not just going to put gat, the yi, we make it double up the A. Gaatjie. Spell, it's a game or a match. You know this one, speelietjie. Speelietjie. And then wa, the wagon, make that small. We also know this word very well, a waantjie. The ng and the k will never stand next to each other. Think of it like the k is a koei, a cow, and the g is grass, gras. And the moment the two of them gets together, the cow will eat the grass. So they will not stand next to each other. Only the ng, like in bang, and the nk. But there won't be a G and a K next to each other because the K, the koei, is eating the grass. Okay guys, easy peasy. I hope that this helped you. Good luck.